All right, hey guys, you are here listening in on yet another Sassy Sunday on a Fabulous. What is this, Wednesday? We're gonna get it together, guys. Don't worry about that. But we're back here. It's your girl Mo, as in Neek,
and I'm Suzette.
Yeah, and Suzette's over here, and she, didn't get her cue to to start talking at the correct time. Any hoosers. All right, guys. And again, I want to start off just saying thank you to my listeners who joined in and listened on the conversation throughout the week. I do definitely appreciate you guys. And thanks for joining in again. We are live. If you guys want to chit chat with us, please leave your comments. You can also send us in some stories, questions, comments, concerns, your feedback at our email. It's the yomoshow@gmail.com. All right, we are definitely about to get started. So again, we are talking today about love him or leave him. Now, the reason I am bringing up this topic today, because I was watching, what's that show called? Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. And to say that I am thoroughly appalled is pretty much an understatement. Because I don't understand what Tierra is doing. Now, she already knows that this man is married. He got a whole girlfriend. She the side chick. He's trying to bring her into the fold. She goes and puts out a lawsuit against him. Has all of this media uproar and press conference to say that he is doing this to her, yet you keep going back. I'm confused. Why do you continue to stay with this man? And this is what he's doing to you. This is what he's doing. And even though he doesn't call it cheating, in a sense, you up here with 25,000 different chicks. You just a number in the mix. Why would you stay there? Why would you stay there? And in her situation, I really feel that she has what you said earlier, a dependency issue. A huge dependency issue. So she's got some serious issues to cycle through and figure out her problem. But who would do this type of thing? Like, how do you stay with somebody like that?
But there's a lot of people who do it. Look at the ones that are involved with him now. And then the last episode, they're about to have a fight over that. It's like, really, he's not that much to really be fighting about. But for some people, it's a easier situation. They're not with them all the time. Right. Oh, somebody else is with them, so I only have to deal with them some of the time. You get the attention and
right.
kind of a little bit of the commitment. And some people are willing to deal with that. I mean, I have to say, even myself, for a minute, that was kind of going on. And then I finally said I had enough. Mm-hmm. And that, that was it. But it was more so for me, I guess my thought process was at the time, okay, well, I got stuff to do. We were doing I was running around. I had work, stuff with family, and I was like, okay, well, I can only see him. I can see him when I feel like seeing him.
But yeah, and I understand you might have things to do, things going on,
and so it was, and it wasn't like a feeling of commitment. You call me, what you doing? Oh, can we go out? What you doing? Where you at? What you doing? And because to me, that's bothersome. Yeah. That's really bothersome and very annoying. I'm like, no, I'm not your wife. I say, yeah, I'm your girlfriend, but you don't need to know what I'm doing all the time. Do I call you and ask you what you're doing all the time? No. But then it started to get to me, because then when I wanted to do stuff or stuff was happening, then I couldn't see him. And then I was like, you're the stupid one, because you don't have to put up with that. You don't have to put up with that. And then eventually, he kept trying to, well, if you don't like it, you can get out. And I finally said, you know what? I'm out. Come get your crap.
Yeah.
You know, but it's a matter of convenience. You don't have to take care of them. They're not looking. But that's for some people. And like I said, for me, it wasn't like, okay, he's not in my face all the time. I don't have to worry about him. He's not doing all this checking up on me when we were together. You know, we were together and he was attentive and all that other stuff. But then sometimes when I needed him, which wound up being the case, he wasn't available. And then I had to reevaluate, what do I want for myself?
Right. And I think that's what it comes into too. Like you have to know your value. Yeah. You have to know yourself. You have to know your worth. You have to, you know, definitely set a standard and understand, you know, what's going to be acceptable, what's going to be acceptable, what's not going to be acceptable. Because when you allow things to happen, people are going to keep doing it. Because as long as you allow it to happen, it's going to be done. Right. You know, if you keep stepping on my toe and I never say anything, you're going to keep stepping on my toe until I tell you quit stepping on my toe, or else I'm going to have to step on your toe back or punch you in the throat, whatever the case may be. But you understand what I'm saying? There's like, you have to set a bar. And when you allow people to keep doing those things to you, they're going to never reach that bar that you have set, or they reach it because you set your bar so low, or you don't even have a bar that's set. In this case with her, like, I just don't understand her issue. Like, she looks like a whole type of crazy out here right now.
Right. Because she filed it and then she went back. It's not like she kept putting up with it.
Right.
And then finally said, okay, yeah, I've had enough. No. She filed it and then kept going back.
And it's no wonder why Paris and what's that other chick named? Nikki Babe, whatever her name is.
She kept saying she thought it wasn't over. Yeah, but she kept
didn't support her. And but you can't get mad at everybody and they'll talk about, well, I still need support. No, you don't need support because you're not even supporting yourself. Right. Which leads me to, excuse me, another couple in this Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. You know what? They just need to let me go on the show because I can set everybody straight. I be like, look, you dumb and you dumb, you dumb too. Like, get your life in order because you dumb. But A1 and Lyrica. Now, this is a whole nother set of, like, now, first you had Tierra, the chick chasing after this dude who's playing mind games with her. Now you got a dude chasing after this chick, you know, even though they are married, whatever. I don't care. But you got multiple people out here telling you the same exact thing. It's not like it was, okay, yeah, she slept with Safari, where that could be a hit or miss right there. Somebody could be telling the truth. They could be lying. You never know. But you got multiple people. True. You got Rockstar out here talking about, yeah, I hit that. You got, who was the other one? There was another one out here who said that they slept with not Tierra, but they slept with Lyrica. Yeah. And it's like, okay, if you're hearing this from multiple people, then you need to understand there's some truth in this. He can't get mad at all the people who are trying to have his back.
But when exactly is all of this happening?
It's got to happen at some point. They're not always together.
Right, but that's what I said. When exactly was this happening?
I don't know.
Was always, and when they were married? Always together. But when? They're together usually the majority of the time. But not always. Okay, are you always with your husband? No, you're not. No. So there are times, whether it's 5 minutes, 5 hours, that you're not together. Y'all go to the bathroom together? No. She could have jumped out the window and be like, I'm taking a poop. I'll be right back. Lift up the window. I just don't see her doing that.
But I do because she looks like a whole thought and then some. She's crazy in the head. I think, but the way she approached him when he even confronted her about Safari, she was in the wrong. If nothing happened, why did you have a whole attitude? Why did you act like you just got out the loony bin?
Because sometimes you're just tired of hearing it. And if that's the case, why did Safari happen to act like he got temporary amnesia?
Okay, that's fine.
I don't believe it.
If she was tired of hearing it, then she should have said that to him. You don't have to flip out and act like you have 30 personalities. Number one, out in public. And for no reason. Like, you didn't do it. Okay, my thought would be, so you going to listen to everybody else instead of listening to me. I didn't do it. I'm not going to keep telling you again.
But she did say that.
Not to him. That was the first time he approached her at the place. She may have heard it from everybody else because this is the rumor that's going around. Furthermore, she should have stepped in and be like, husband, this is what people are saying about me. It's not true. So you're going to hear it. Don't even worry about it.
Right. But then
I don't want to hear this again.
But then that's going to what you're saying. Now every other, but not to say you're kind of negating what you're saying because I said yes, I would have believed him if my husband had come to me, I would have believed it the first time when you told me because I said otherwise you're lying. But then you're saying if it comes from multiple people based on your interpretation, if multiple people are saying it, it's got to be true.
Right, I'm saying that
doesn't mean it's true.
I'm saying that on one's behalf.
But
he's talking about he doesn't believe nobody. I'm not gonna believe what they say. Me and my wife got this. I got a baby on the way. Yada yada. You don't even know if that baby's yours. Probably not. But what I'm saying, as far as the multiple people towards him, then you need to take heed, buddy. It's not one person saying it to you. It's multiple people about different people, not even just the same person.
I think they're
in
trying,
that
I
respect.
just think they're trying to stir up stuff because.
But with Lyrica, she should have approached him the proper way and been like, "Look, this is what the people saying. I don't know why they're saying it, but it's a whole bunch of lies." She could have did that situation a long time ago, but she's letting it fester on because it happened, and she can't sit here and say no, it didn't happen and come to him.
But that's
because it happened.
But if Rockstar's saying he slept with him, he's not actually giving a time frame that he slept with him. Like I said, I had to keep my son out of because of nosebleed. That's a lie I can tell the attendance office.
Yeah, you're right.
That doesn't mean it happened that day.
That is definitely what they're missing out of this is the timeline. But for him to bring it up, it clearly happened. I believe it happened. Now with Safari, it may not have happened because Safari was acting real slow at that dinner. He could have just owned up to it. Because y'all are already mad at each other. You're no longer friends. So if you saying, yeah, I did sleep with her, it's not going to worsen the situation anymore than it already is.
Yeah, and he couldn't even look him in the face. But that was my thing. He couldn't even look him in the actual face and actually admit that was true.
But he shouldn't have lied to Ray J. Why would you lie to Ray J? I just want Safari to take...
Because dudes like to talk.
I want Safari to take a DNA test. Safari, if you are actually listening to Sassy Sundays on this Wednesday...
I just want him to take the lie detector.
I want you to take a DNA test with Lyrica.
Since you're in New York, actually, just go on Maury. Just go on Maury and get it over with. And so then that could be a big show. You can have it on.
Safari, our results revealed. You are not the father. Oh my gosh. Yeah,
now you gotta go test your test proved that was a lie.
But yeah, so in a general case, though, in a general sense, people that aren't, social media or media.
And I think a lot of it is for TV too, because I hate to say this. I say yes, there's something that's known and it hasn't gotten around. The people in the close circle know it, but because I'm fearful it would hurt somebody or there'd be some serious repercussions. I know I haven't said anything,
right?
Because I would say I don't want to be responsible for what I know could possibly happen based on that. Now, some things have, gotten out, but that's what I said. And people know a secret, but I think they're blowing this up out of proportion basically because they're on TV. Because like I said, there's a secret. I know, we know, and nobody's saying anything. I said, I think people will be having heart attacks and things like that. And I'm not trying to kill anybody
For
today.
me, certain people, I would just be like, nah, whatever, I'm not going to say anything. But some people, I'm telling. You come around me with some nonsense, telling.
Well, true.
Gonna tell. Putting it out. What's your phone number? I got this on video, so I can have documentation. But at the same time, some people you can't tell because they're gonna be like, "Well, you're just saying that because they're gonna get upset. They're gonna have an attitude." And it's like, at what point, like being a friend, if that were me on the other side of that, somebody better tell me because I'm gonna have a problem with everybody.
Well then,
you knew, but you didn't say something to me.
See,
okay, so now we got a problem.
I mean, but I can understand why they wouldn't. But even in the same sense, don't bring the dude to the dinner. Don't bring the dude to the dinner that he wasn't invited from. Yeah. If you want to talk to him and say, man, let's get down to the bottom of this. What can we do?
They definitely do that for ratings for the show because they want people to keep tuning in. Yes, there are better ways they could have done it, but the basis of it, about what they're telling him, he should probably listen to them. It's not like they're coming to him. And I think more so when guys come to another guy to be like, look, hey, this is what's going on. There's more truth to it than not, I believe. Because, like, females, I know sometimes I be getting my story confused. Like, oh, girl, did you hear what happened? Oh, no, let me come back to you with some more details because I think I got that part messed up. But I really believe just because guys, quote unquote, don't like to be in other people's business, so they say, but they always are. But when it comes to their friends, people that they hold close to them, then I think you should really open up your ears to that, take the wax out of there, and kind of listen and let that marinate and process what's being said. Because why is one dude gonna come to another guy